I love what I'm seeing already. I love the shades of water.
You can swim here. It's safe because it's protected by corals. So yeah, it's safe for swimming and snorkeling.
Oh, it's so bright, I can barely see.
I think this comes from corals, like crushed coral, to make the pink sand. I can see the pink in it. Oh my goodness, it's so...
The beaches of the Bahamas are often described by travelers as some of the cleanest and most well-maintained coastlines anywhere in the Atlantic, and this reputation did not come by chance. The country has invested heavily in coastal preservation programs, public maintenance, and waste management systems that keep its sands and shallow waters remarkably free from debris. Walking along these shores, one notices that the sand is soft and fine but rarely littered, a reflection of how seriously the local communities treat their environment. Even in areas close to resorts or small towns, daily cleaning crews and community volunteers ensure that every stretch remains inviting. Because the islands sit on naturally shallow banks of white calcium carbonate, the light reflects upward and gives the water its signature clear appearance. The clarity is not a marketing illusion but a real result of geography, sunlight, and environmental discipline combined. Visitors often remark that the cleanliness extends beyond the shorelines into the surrounding roads, piers, and walkways that connect to the beaches, giving an overall impression of order and care that defines Bahamian hospitality. Across the archipelago, from New Providence to Eleuthera, Abaco, and Exuma, beach cleanliness has become part of national pride. In many of these islands, you will find public education programs that encourage locals and tourists alike to respect marine life and dispose of waste properly. Because tourism is one of the Bahamas' main economic lifelines, authorities treat environmental care as a shared duty rather than a government slogan. The results are evident in how rarely one sees floating plastic or unattended waste, even during peak holiday seasons. Several beaches hold international Blue Flag certifications for meeting strict environmental standards. This balance between tourism and preservation shows that the Bahamas manages to remain both accessible and responsible, maintaining a harmony that many destinations struggle to achieve. Even smaller keys, reached only by short boat rides, maintain that same crisp appearance, as though the entire country follows an unwritten rule of respect for its coasts. For visitors, this translates into a sense of reassurance and pride, knowing they are part of a place that values its natural treasures genuinely. Safety along the Bahamian beaches is another reason many travelers choose them over more crowded Caribbean destinations. Lifeguards are present in most public areas, and the waters tend to remain calm thanks to protective reefs and natural sandbars. Local authorities routinely inspect swimming zones, and warning signs are clear and maintained, reducing the risks associated with sudden currents. Unlike regions where overcrowding leads to accidents, here the atmosphere is organized yet relaxed. Medical facilities are often within a short distance, and most resorts have quick response teams trained to handle water-related incidents. For families, these conditions create peace of mind, allowing children to swim safely and adults to relax without anxiety. The government also cooperates with maritime agencies to monitor coastal conditions, giving updates about tides, winds, and weather to ensure visitors are never caught off guard. These combined efforts make safety not a luxury but a standard element of the Bahamian beach experience. When it comes to convenience, very few island nations are designed quite like the Bahamas. The beaches are rarely isolated from essential facilities, meaning one can easily find accommodations, restaurants, and transportation within walking distance of the water. In Nassau, for instance, most hotels on Cable Beach or Cabbage Beach stand only a few meters from the shoreline, eliminating the need for long commutes or shuttles. Small paths and paved sidewalks make movement easy for families and older travelers, while the availability of taxis and ride services ensures quick access between beaches. On smaller islands, golf carts, bicycles, and rental scooters offer charming alternatives that still keep you close to the ocean breeze. The design of most towns favors the visitor's comfort, and locals are known for assisting anyone who looks lost or unsure of directions. It's this combination of physical proximity and genuine friendliness that makes exploring beach after beach feel effortless. Whether staying in a luxury resort or a modest guest house, you're never far from a stretch of clean sand and open sea. Another remarkable aspect is how uncrowded many Bahamian beaches remain, even during popular travel seasons. Unlike destinations that feel overrun with tourists, the Bahamas' wide geographic spread naturally disperses visitors across hundreds of accessible spots. A traveler could spend a week exploring and still find tranquil areas where only the sound of waves fills the air. Beaches like Saunders in Nassau or Treasure Cay in Abaco retain an almost private feeling despite their popularity. The government's focus on sustainable tourism limits overdevelopment, ensuring space and serenity for everyone. This spaciousness allows the beaches to retain their authenticity and keeps the environment from being overburdened. Locals also respect the notion of shared space, so encounters are polite and unobtrusive, reinforcing the calm rhythm that defines the islands. Many visitors return precisely because they can enjoy beauty without battling crowds, something increasingly rare in today's global travel scene. Food plays a natural role in the Bahamian coastal experience. Many restaurants and beachside stalls operate just steps from the water, serving freshly prepared seafood and traditional dishes that reflect the island's connection to the ocean. Conch salad, grilled snapper, and lobster tails are local favorites often made with produce sourced from nearby islands. Eating in the Bahamas often becomes part of the beach experience itself, not a separate event but a continuation of the day's rhythm. Because hygiene standards are closely monitored by health authorities, food establishments along major beaches maintain consistent cleanliness. Visitors appreciate being able to dine comfortably without worrying about sanitation or quality. The diversity of food options also adds charm, as small family-run cafes coexist with elegant resort restaurants. These culinary experiences reinforce the sense that Bahamian beaches are not just scenic but practical and welcoming, merging relaxation with convenience. The people of the Bahamas play perhaps the most defining role in shaping every visitor's perception of the beaches. Known for their warmth and calm, Bahamians treat guests as part of their community rather than transient outsiders. Beach vendors rarely pressure tourists aggressively, instead, they offer genuine conversation, often sharing personal stories about their connection to the sea. Lifeguards, taxi drivers, and local shop owners often become informal guides, recommending hidden coves or quiet areas unknown to larger crowds. Their respect for the ocean is visible not only in their work but in their attitudes. Many families teach their children early about marine conservation and public cleanliness. This collective consciousness creates an environment where courtesy feels natural, not staged. Even at busy docks or beach entrances, the general mood remains peaceful, allowing visitors to sense a deeper cultural rhythm beneath the tourist experience. It's this human element that keeps travelers returning, long after the physical beauty of the beaches fades from memory. Getting around the Bahamas between beaches or islands is surprisingly straightforward, reflecting the country's efficient tourism infrastructure. Domestic flights connect major islands daily, and ferries run on regular schedules, linking Nassau to places like Eleuthera or Exuma with ease. Within islands, taxis and local buses are affordable, while rental cars and scooters provide flexibility for those wanting to explore multiple spots in a day. Many resorts offer direct beach access, meaning guests can step from their rooms onto the sand without navigating city traffic. Inter-island travel also feels seamless because airports and docks are designed with simplicity in mind, small, friendly, and rarely congested. For travelers used to complicated transit systems, the Bahamas offers a refreshing change, transport that feels intuitive and stress-free. This accessibility makes the experience of discovering new beaches almost addictive. As soon as one shoreline ends, another equally stunning one appears within reach. Movement becomes part of the exploration, reinforcing the island's unity despite their geographical spread. The variety of beaches across the Bahamas ensures that every traveler can find a spot that suits their preference without sacrificing comfort or quality. Some beaches, like Cable Beach, combine modern resort convenience with calm, swimmable waters perfect for families. Others, such as Pink Sands Beach in Harbour Island, attract photographers and nature enthusiasts who appreciate subtle color variations and quiet ambience. Then there are untouched strips in Exuma and Long Island where travelers can spend entire afternoons alone, surrounded only by seabirds and gentle tides. This diversity speaks to how well the country has balanced development and preservation, maintaining different atmospheres while keeping consistent standards of cleanliness and safety. No matter where you go, the water feels familiar, clear, calm, and alive with marine life, yet the setting changes, creating a sense of endless discovery. Each location carries its rhythm, shaped by local customs and natural surroundings, ensuring that exploration never feels repetitive or forced. Harbour Island's famous pink sands beach deserves particular mention because it demonstrates how unique geology meets responsible tourism. The pale pink hue comes from microscopic coral particles and shells that blend naturally with white sand, giving the shoreline its gentle color under sunlight. It's not an artificial feature, nor is it exaggerated. The tone appears soft and subtle rather than vibrant, a natural marvel appreciated by scientists and visitors alike. Environmental rules limit vehicle access near the shore to protect the delicate balance, and this discipline keeps the area pristine. Despite global fame, the beach rarely feels crowded, as local authorities manage visitor flow with care. Nearby accommodations are modest in scale but luxurious in comfort, maintaining proximity without overwhelming the landscape. Restaurants serving seafood and fresh fruit line the nearby roads, allowing easy transitions between meals and ocean dips. Everything functions with quiet efficiency, showing how tourism can coexist with nature when guided by respect and planning. The Exumas, a chain of over 300 small islands and keys, showcase a different side of Bahamian beach life, one defined by openness and pristine natural balance. Many of the beaches here remain largely untouched, accessible only by boat or short flights, giving visitors a chance to see marine environments as they truly are. The sand feels softer due to its purity, and the water appears even clearer because there are few large developments nearby. Environmental policies in the Exumas restrict overfishing and construction, helping to preserve coral reefs that keep the shoreline stable and clean. Visitors often comment on how easy it is to find solitude, even though the region has become world-famous through travel photography. The Exumas also highlight how local guides and small tour operators emphasize sustainability, ensuring the delicate ecosystem stays intact for future generations. Accessibility to these beaches remains efficient thanks to small airports and ferry services that prioritize comfort and punctuality. Because crowding is rare, travelers can experience these shores at their own pace, turning exploration into peaceful discovery rather than a competition for space. Abaco's beaches bring a different atmosphere, blending a quiet local culture with stretches of sand that invite long, calm walks. The island's communities have rebuilt steadily after hurricane damage, maintaining both safety and cleanliness as top priorities. Public beaches here are known for clear zoning that separates swimming areas from boat traffic, making them safer for families and solo travelers. The people of Abaco take immense pride in their beaches, organizing cleanup initiatives and educational events to keep their shores among the cleanest in the Caribbean. For visitors, this translates into a tangible sense of security and comfort, where even remote beaches feel cared for and watched over. Accommodations remain close to the coast, making it easy for travelers to enjoy morning walks or sunset views without long drives. Restaurants and local bakeries line coastal roads, providing fresh seafood and simple island dishes that complement the calm rhythm of the surroundings. The experience here feels slower and more personal, emphasizing quality over spectacle, a reminder that tranquility can be the most luxurious offering of all. On New Providence Island, where the capital Nassau is located, beaches combine accessibility with energy, offering the widest range of activities while maintaining their standard of cleanliness. Cable Beach stands out as the most famous, where clear zoning and active maintenance keep the area safe despite its popularity. Resorts invest heavily in private security, lifeguard training, and beach maintenance, ensuring comfort for international guests. Visitors can easily transition from swimming to dining or shopping without leaving the coastline. The surrounding infrastructure supports the flow of tourism without overwhelming the natural charm of the area. Nassau's government-led programs have kept pollution levels low through regular inspections and public awareness campaigns. For travelers seeking a mix of convenience and calm, Cable Beach remains one of the most balanced coastal experiences in the region. The water's clarity continues to surprise even repeat visitors, a result of ongoing preservation rather than exaggeration. Behind the beauty is constant effort, proving that sustainable tourism is achievable with cooperation between government, businesses, and citizens. Cabbage Beach on Paradise Island, just across the bridge from Nassau, presents another view of Bahamian excellence in beach management. Known for its wide sands and gentle surf, it's a favorite among both locals and visitors. Though it sits near Mar Jor resorts, the public still enjoys free access, and maintenance standards remain high throughout the year. Lifeguards are stationed at key points, and visible safety signage helps maintain order even when crowds increase. Restaurants and beach bars nearby adhere to strict waste disposal rules, keeping the sand and water remarkably clean. The island's compact layout makes movement effortless. One can walk from their hotel room to the shoreline in minutes. During the early morning and evening, when the light softens, the beach becomes quieter, allowing for long reflective walks with nothing but the sound of waves and rustling palms. The combination of activity and calm proves how well the Bahamas balances tourism density with environmental mindfulness. Visitors who come here once often make it a ritual stop every time they return to the islands. Eleuthera offers perhaps the most balanced experience between seclusion and convenience, with dozens of beaches connected by good roads and small, friendly towns. French Leave Beach, Ten Bay Beach, and Lighthouse Beach are some of its highlights, each providing ample space for swimming and reflection. What stands out most is the cleanliness of even the lesser-known spots, which receive attention from both the government and local volunteer groups. The long stretches of unbroken sand make Eleuthera's coastlines ideal for those who appreciate quiet walks and natural beauty without distractions. Safety remains high, with calm waters and visible patrols during weekends or public holidays. Accommodations are never far away, often small lodges and inns that blend with the environment rather than dominate it. The people here value simplicity and respect toward visitors, creating a relaxed atmosphere that matches the gentle rhythm of the ocean. Food options are authentic and consistent, featuring grilled seafood, tropical fruits, and freshly baked bread served in open-air settings where the sea breeze complements every meal. This combination of peace, accessibility, and care defines the essence of Eleuthera's beaches. Long Island, less visited but deeply loved by those who discover it, embodies the quieter side of Bahamian life. Its beaches stretch for miles with virtually no commercial intrusion, giving travelers uninterrupted horizons and calm, shallow water perfect for wading. Local communities maintain the cleanliness through routine beach sweeps, supported by government initiatives that fund waste collection and recycling. Safety here depends largely on natural protection provided by offshore reefs that soften waves and reduce erosion. Visitors often comment on how unspoiled it feels without sacrificing comfort, as guest houses and eco-lodges offer modern amenities close to the coast. The island's size means movement requires planning, but car rentals and taxis make it simple to visit multiple beaches in one day. Food culture emphasizes freshness, with many restaurants sourcing fish and vegetables locally, ensuring both flavor and quality. The absence of heavy commercialization preserves authenticity, allowing guests to see how Bahamians live alongside their beaches rather than around them. Every part of Long Island's coastline reflects balance between nature, hospitality, and modern comfort. The Bahamas' commitment to public safety extends to how beaches are monitored and managed daily. Patrol units inspect for hazardous conditions, ensuring that swimmers are aware of tides and possible marine activity. Weather forecasts are updated frequently, and tourism boards distribute easy-to-read information to all Mar Jor resorts and public areas. This transparency helps travelers make informed decisions without anxiety. Emergency services are responsive, and hospitals in Mar Jor Islands are well-equipped to handle beach-related injuries. Even in more remote areas, local clinics and first aid stations are strategically placed to minimize risks. These systems operate quietly but effectively, ensuring that visitors feel secure without constant reminders of danger. The combination of preventive education and quick response defines the Bahamian approach to safety. It's not dramatic but dependable, giving travelers confidence to explore freely. In many ways, this quiet reliability is one of the nation's most underrated achievements, contributing to the country's image as a safe and responsible beach destination. The balance between tourism growth and environmental preservation remains at the core of the Bahamas' success story. National park systems, like those managed by the Bahamas National Trust, protect significant portions of coastal land and marine habitats. These protected zones not only keep beaches clean but also help sustain fisheries and coral reefs essential to local economies. Education campaigns target both residents and tourists, reinforcing the shared responsibility of maintaining these fragile ecosystems. Hotels and resorts increasingly participate in beach cleanups and adopt eco-friendly waste systems, recognizing that their long-term prosperity depends on the health of the coastline. This widespread awareness ensures that the Bahamian beaches maintain their authenticity even as visitor numbers rise. Unlike many destinations where expansion leads to environmental decline, the Bahamas demonstrates how economic development can coexist with sustainability when guided by consistent national effort. The result is a cleaner, safer, and more inclusive tourism environment that benefits everyone involved. Tourism in the Bahamas has also adapted to the evolving expectations of global travelers who value cleanliness, safety, and authenticity over pure luxury. Beachfront developments are now planned with environmental assessments, ensuring that construction does not compromise marine life or public access. Waste management systems near popular beaches use separation and recycling programs that reduce landfill contribution significantly. Local governments coordinate with private sectors to maintain drainage systems that prevent pollution from reaching the ocean. These details, often unnoticed by casual visitors, are the foundations of the country's clean beach reputation. The result is not just visible beauty but a sustainable ecosystem that continues to attract repeat visitors. In many ways, the Bahamas beaches represent what modern tourism strives to achieve: comfort without compromise, beauty without exploitation, and accessibility without chaos. Every grain of sand and every calm ripple in the water tells a story of effort and care,